I'm excited. I wanted to come to y'all today and do a live. This live is brought to you by. Hold on. So this live is brought to you by the support of many, but the ones who I want to name in this video is Naya and D Holly. Thank you for supporting this art. Thank you for helping me to love on my baby and the things that I'm about to share in this live. Um, your contributions and your thoughtfulness empowers me to do so. So thank you. If you are following me on Instagram, then you can see the stories that I have shared from yesterday. Yesterday was a extremely difficult day. Um, a lot of things happened. So I had 3 hours of sleep because I went to sleep at about 12:30. I got up at 4 o'clock. I caught a flight that did not come straight to New York. It stopped in Detroit. So it took me hours to make it to where I was going. Made it at about noon. I stayed up because I had to go to the studio. So in order for me to keep the time to go to the studio, because this is what people have to understand. Um, when I make music, when I paint, whatever I do, uh, in my mind, I think one of the ills of society or one of the imbalances of society is that we only value things that we can use as workhorses. Like if when we breed animals, we breed them for the purpose of, you know, we just breed them for an intended purpose to be able to use them to work for us. Um, art for me is something that inspires. It opens a door. It frees you. It's not something that's just gonna work for you in the circumstance that you're in. It elevates you. It expands you. It frees you from having to compromise yourself sometimes in situations where you shouldn't compromise. Art has the power to alchemize your life and and expand your territory so that you just to put this mildly, just to try to break this down because I could talk about this for a long time. I went to go and see a psychiatrist today, and I have to see the psychiatrist because it is a mandate here in New York that if you are, even if you are post-op and you want to have a revision done, you have to, with the way the insurance is written, you have to have a psychiatrist to sign off on it. So initially, that's why I was going to the appointment, if I'm being honest. But I felt comfortable psychiatrist today. We are still getting to know each other, a man, a woman. But today, the initial visit was really nice. I did feel comfortable with him. He communicated quite well. So he was honest with me. He was vulnerable with me. He shared with me. And so it didn't just feel like I was a client telling my business. Like I felt like he opened up and he shared. And I felt like he showed me a little bit of who he was. And so that made me feel comfortable with sharing with him. And I think that's what it has to be. I think it has to be an exchange. And I'm not going to lie, I'm extremely traumatized by talking to white male psychiatrists. That is so traumatizing for me. And so it was like the universe understood the assignment. And they did not give me a white male psychiatrist today. They gave me an African psychiatrist. And I understand that all skin folk are not kinfolk. So that whole notion is not lost on me. But the way that we engaged with each other felt genuine. I felt seen, I felt heard, and I didn't feel diminished, and I did not feel beneath him. I felt it wasn't. I really enjoyed it. I can't express that enough. And to go even further, and it's so crazy because I just put out a video talking about celebrities embracing healthcare and talking about healthcare. And I was like, I need y'all to paint the picture of what that looks like for me. I literally set forth this incantation into the universe. And not even 48 hours later, there was a manifestation of the potential. And after the visit was over, it was storming outside. After I left the visit, it was storming outside. And I wore a dress, and it was a dress my sister gave me. And the other dress that I had on was a dress that I wore the last time I did sex work, and also the keynote speech at um, the Trans March of Resilience that my daughter Milan Nicole Sherry does in New Orleans. And I took off both of the dresses because I had one dress for a layer because sometimes it'd be cold in New York. So I had on the dress that I wore the last time I did sex work, and in the one that I did the keynote, it was for a layer up under the balloon dress that my sister had gave me. And so I took both of them off in the bathroom, and I tied the gown around me. I tied the sarong around me, and I had on some rubber shoes. Something told me to wear some like intuition was telling me. It was like I was being prepared for it. I took my earrings off. I was wearing my natural hair because I tried to do the wig in the studio yesterday, and the ancestor was like, "No, this is not what we're doing this trip." So I ended up taking off the wig in the studio because they got too hot. But I took everything off, and I had one of those moments that I have in New Orleans, and I'm running down the street in the sarong, barefooted, in the storming rain. I mean, rain coming down. I'm soaking wet. I'm soaking wet, and I'm just breathing. I'm just running in the rain, and I'm just enjoying myself. And when I got to 125th Street, which kind of pissed me off a little bit, that they police in the gates, like and there's so much like pain and suffering in the area. That's where Nairi is, the job where I used to work, where they help you manage like your addiction. So for people who are using, it's a safe space to use without judgment. Um I have my thoughts about that, and I'm not going to expand upon that in this particular video, but there is a lot of trauma, there's a lot of addiction, there's a lot of homelessness, and there's a multitude of things that are happening in Harlem on 125th. And so seeing the high policing and y'all more concerned about, what people paying to get through the gate rather than just being a presence, and making everyone feel safe, and just showing up. Like it's this energy of we here to police you, we're here to assert ourselves as authority over you. It's that whole energy, like it's that whole vibe. Like I feel like you should enforce the law, and I feel like you should be empowered to enforce the law. And I feel like, a fellow officer should show up for you and have your back, but you don't have to treat people like shit. That's what I'm not here for. I'm not here for seeing police officers treat people like shit simply because they got a badge and they got a gun and they got the government behind them. I'm not here for treating people like shit. I don't give a fuck what level they on, where they at. Talk to people with decency and respect and thoughtfulness. Treat people with decency and respect and thoughtfulness. But I picked my battles today. I left it alone. I paid my little fare because normally I don't. It's one of the things I like about in Atlanta, because coins be tight. trying to make moves, and this is public transportation. The key word and the word that I want to underline is public. Public transportation should be free. Healthcare should be free. Education should be free. And public transportation should be free. Let me say that again. I'm going to add something to the list. Water should be free. Education should be free. Health health coverage should be free. And public transportation, because it's for public. Anything that has public in front of it should be free. Tax dollars should cover that. So anyway, I went to my doctor's appointment, and and like I said, it was amazing experience. It was amazing experience, and I had to spend a lot of money though yesterday to feel like to make it on time. Like the studio session was $180. It ended up being $200 because he went over time. Um, the I had to spend $50 on an Uber to get here in time to be able to prepare to go to the session. Then I had to spend another $60 to get out there to him. Then I had to spend another $26 to get to the station. So all in all, we just gonna round it up to about $300. You know what I'm saying? To make this happen. And you know, this society that we live in, it would say, oh, you spending $300 on this and that and da da da, like, cause we live in a society where people so messed up. It's like, okay, I care what's going on in Palestine. I care what's going on in the Congo. I care about people being sex trafficked. I care about what happened over there in Hawaii. But I also care about my peace. I also care about my mental stability. And I understand that if I'm in solidarity with suffering all the time and I choose joy, I choose not to experience happiness, to cultivate happiness, I choose not to cultivate joy, and I don't have any joy to give to anyone else. It's like we live in a reality that wants us to be in solidarity with suffering. We live in a reality that wants us to be in solidarity with being angry and being bitter and being drained and being empty. And no, I'm not fixing to cultivate that. Because where does the hope come from? And we have to find our joy in the middle of all the pain. We have to find our peace in the middle of the pain. We have to find our calm. We have to find our liberation. Because if we don't cultivate that, if we don't work at cultivating that in the midst of a storm, what do we have to give anybody else? And if we ain't got nothing to give them, if we don't have no joy to give people and they ain't got no joy to give us, where the fuck is the joy coming from? So I'm in this place of I'm not finna to sit up here and feel like I'm a narcissist or I'm egotistical because I'm trying to cultivate joy. Because I'm trying to cultivate healing. Because I'm trying to cultivate peace. Because I'm trying to cultivate resilience. Because I'm trying to cultivate accountability. Because I'm trying to cultivate wholeness. I'm trying to grow it by constantly working at developing that in my art and the messages that my art speaks. Like, you got to cultivate that. You got to live that. You can't just say it. You got to live it. You got to live it. You got to model it. You got to model it. And so much stuff was going on yesterday. I had a huge argument with my godson, my god goddess son. And he said some ugly stuff to me. Oh, he called me a man with a chopped off dick. He tried to accuse me of things, and the part that hurt me the most was is that the only reason why he accused me of any of these things is because I was trans. And so to hear him say the transphobic things that he was saying, when I know as a child I was molested by both males and females. So I protected him fiercely. And when he was about 13 years old and I was with my first husband, whose last name I took, Love, he messaged me because he was mad and he disrespected me and told me to suck his dick. And I brought that back up to him yesterday and he tried to twist it around, even though I told his mama. Because as soon as he said it to me, I got in his mama's inbox and I told his mama what he said. Soon as he disrespected me, soon as he played, I didn't wait a second. Soon as he did, and this the thing, I jumped in the inbox and I went and found the message where I called her and told her what he did. Cause they was finna try to, he was finna try to make it, he was finna try to spin a narrative. Oh no, but I went and searched for receipts. Well, I said, tell your child to stay out my inbox. But he tried to turn it into a whole nother story. And that triggered me because I was molested by both males and females as a child. And so I protected him fiercely from that. And for him to say that the reason why I care about children and the reason why I care about people is because I'm a man with I'm a man who's almost 50 years old with a cutoff dick. That's what he said. And I have grace for him because he's only 22 years old, so he haven't got his critical thinking matter. He thinks that I'm racist because of the things that I say about Caucasian people. And this is the thing. It's only Caucasian people that we make excuses for. I don't give a pass to nobody. Y'all done heard me read my daughters on here. Y'all done heard me read some sisters who I fuck with, some sisters who I do. Y'all done heard me say things about Diamond. Y'all done heard me say things about T.S. Madison. Y'all done heard me say things about Hope Giselle. You know one motherfucking thing. One father sucking thing. Bitch, everybody can get it, including me. I read myself. I hold myself accountable. I done got on here and told y'all about some of the embarrassing and humiliating shit I done did. Why I'm gonna give a pass to white people? Why I'm gonna give a pass to Caucasian people? Why do I owe Caucasian people a pass? But I'm racist though. And see, this is the thing that I understand about a lot of Caucasian people. Not all of them, because I don't know all of them. I haven't met all of them. But this is what I understand about a lot of Caucasian people. If you are a black person or you are a black indigenous person that is willing to go with the script that is presented, if you are willing to be non-problematic, if you are willing to accept what they tell you as the truth and the law and as gospel, you good. Long as your back is strong, your brain, you loyal and you align yourself with it. But the moment you start having your own thoughts, start cultivating your own culture, your own practices, getting your own ideas, the moment you start tapping into that shit that you had access to before all this shit started, the moment that you start doing that, and that's all that I try to warn him of. But I hope his experience is different. I hope that he experiences something different. But I don't have close relationships with Caucasian people, and it's for that reason. I'm not going to say that I've never had true bonds with them. I've said this in videos before. When I was in a mental hospital, all my closest friends were Caucasian, and I know it was real. But I have not had close relationships with Caucasian people for long periods of time. Like I have some I fuck with, I'm cool with. Like we say hi and bye. We eat together sometimes. You know, we kick it occasionally. But I don't have no motherfucking ace boon coon. I don't have nobody saved in my number who's Caucasian that I'm sitting on the phone talking with at least once a week. I loved Sasha. I thought that was real. But COVID changed her. After COVID, it was family, 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 family. And see, this the thing with black people. This the thing with black indigenous people. We fucked up. A lot of us is downright toxic. But when we fuck with you, bitch, it don't matter if you healthy and strong. It don't matter if you got all your faculties. When we fuck with you, bitch, we fuck with you. And it's fickle with a lot of, it's fickle. It's fickle. It's fickle with a lot of Caucasian people. That shit is fragile as fuck. But when you find your tribe, when you find some niggas that fuck with you, for better or for worse, for good or for bad, like the only thing that be, fucked up about niggas sometimes is niggas struggle with seeing you shine. They struggle with seeing you really, really shine. Like, cause we just, we conditioned to be very competitive, you know. We conditioned to be very competitive with each other. But when we loyal to each other, I have to say something funny now because I want to change the energy. Know that Negroes and Caucasians together and made Dominicans. Motherfucking Dominicans is beautiful. Our ancestors did that shit. Our ancestors did that shit. You have to and make sure y'all click like on the video. I'm about to share some of my music. I'm about to share some of my music. And because um I'm just really moved by, the stuff that I created yesterday. I didn't think it was hate, but I mean, you just not very informed. I'm a manifestation. I am not a man. I do not identify with that term. That's an abbreviation of my identity. I am whole. I am my mother and my father, my great grandmother and my great grandfather. I am a XY chromosome. My Y chromosome represents the masculine, and my X chromosome represents the female. Now you can identify however you want to identify with your chromosomes, because that's just you. But I'm telling you how I identify. No, I've never lived like that. I don't. No, I don't subscribe. Me don't smoke that strand. So I'm about to play some of my music. I'm about to play some of my music because I'm just vibing. I went in the studio yesterday. So I put out a EP last month. The quality was different, but I want to give a shout out to Evolve. Evolve helped me to put this message out. They are gifted in so many things. They're a published author. They are a talented artist, work with different mediums. super intelligent, athletic, fun to be around, animal person, so many beautiful, amazing gifts. And just to, take the skill that they had and help me to put out my EP, help me to share it so that I would get the baby out. And so I came back up here to love on the baby some more because the messages are very powerful. And I just want to continue to love on my baby. So when we first released it was inspired by this guy I met at a rally. He was Caucasian. I had romantic feelings for him at first, and things just did not work out right. So one of the songs was kind of like a diss track, but we in a good space now. So when I was recording yesterday, Jester Boy was not about him. It was about the argument I had with my godson. It was like my godson became Jester Boy yesterday. So it's like Jester Boy is an archetype. Like, even though it was inspired by one guy, yesterday it became another guy. And it's so funny that my cousin messaged me and told me that she got into it with one of her, with one of her little side pieces, and she was like, I used them lyrics on him from Jester Boy. I said broken boys are broken boys like broken toys. So like it became an anthem for fuck boys. It became an anthem for boys that do fuck shit. Like it was no longer about him. It was about something that it represents. Like it represents um dudes are beings who are born with a penis, are born with, born with the capacity to be a man, but just are broken, just are not whole, just, maneuver in this halfling type way, like half a being, like. And so like that song, I had to focus that energy because I wasn't mad at him no more yesterday when I recorded it. So I was stumbling trying to focus the energy towards him because me and him not really beefing no more. But because I was beefing with my godson, I was like, beefing with my godson, I was like, I started channeling that energy towards that argument that we had, and like that shit just started. So yesterday I got a lot of it out, and it is a different quality now. It has a different sound now. I'm excited about the evolution of the noisy, premature, poetic baby from deep space escaping retrograde. And I think I'm about to share that with y'all now because I feel like I done talked enough. So let's share. Okay, I got 55%. Yeah, I can play a couple. So I'm gonna play the first one. I'm gonna play Just the Boy. Broken boys, they're like broken toys. Explain where you come from, so hold that noise. Yeah, broken woman, go praise your Lord. But me don't smoke that strand, cause it makes me noise. If you really don't like drama, why'd you entertain it? You name yourself gesture, ain't you here for entertainment? Why you hollering at a goddess when you really wanna play, bitch, for the heinous? Are you out here clout chasing on a con, trying to hit a lick? You're trying to break me down, but I saw through the bullshit real quick. It's giving gimmick. Got my ticket for the train. You ain't trying to change the world, you just in it for the fame. Created all these problems, now you want someone to blame. More narcissist than artist. Misogyny, hypocrisy. This nigga got to be. Your ego is inflated, but I got a sharp hand. When I hit you with these bars, you gonna need to call a friend. Holding to that pain like you holding to that dude. Afraid you cut them locks, you won't be invited to the barbecue. You said you can't work with me cause I want attention from a man. If I'm not mistaken, ain't you sexual intent like in Little Clay? round titties up and down your Instagram. Whole revolutionary persona is really giving scam. I really did like you, bro, but damn. Now I've got to show you who I am. Because broken boys feel like broken toys. It's clear where you come from. Oh, that noise. Yeah, broken woman. Go praise your Lord. But me don't smoke that strand. Cause it makes me noise. Met you at a rally. You couldn't stop staring. I thought your ass was good, but you was really just a Karen. Been messing with my mind, playing with my time. These bars me filing charges, consider this a fine. You call me selfish, but you moving like a shellfish. When trouble comes, you bail quick. Claim you bout that struggle, but that's really just your sales pitch, but you nailed it. And that game got stale quick. Them draws must be dirty cause that dick kept itching. The food was really good, but you could've cleaned your kitchen. Off-brand clown, always posting pill pics. You like them barely legal, yeah, you prey on baby chicks. I was focused, you were phobic. Must be retrograde or some good ass psychotropic. Caught you plotting on my group. Troops been deployed. Now you gotta start over. Whole scheme destroyed. Deep space crafty. Yeah, I'm from that void. All working on me, so I'm always employed. Because broken boys, they're like broken toys. It's clear where you come from, so that noise. Yeah, broken woman. Go praise your Lord, but me don't smoke that strain. Cause it makes me know. Me don't smoke. Me don't smoke. Me don't smoke that strain. Cause it makes me noise. Me don't smoke that strain. Me don't smoke. Me don't smoke. That's what you tell them. The next time you see a jester boy, a clown boy, a joke boy, somebody who refused to become a man, somebody who refused to grow up, somebody who refused to be whole, somebody who refused to walk, you say, me don't smoke that strand. You say, me don't smoke. That's what you tell it. You say, me don't smoke. Me don't smoke, honey. Me don't smoke, baby. Me don't smoke. Hey, Mr. Charlie, this one's for you. Masha, the show called Acting of It All. I ain't trying to play the victim, but it's a glitch in the system. Yeah, you heard it from the people. They don't see us as equal. I ain't trying to play the victim, but it's a glitch in your system. Yeah, you heard it from the people. They don't see us as equal. I ain't trying to play the victim, but it's a glitch in your system. Yeah, you heard it from the people. They don't see us as equal. They say it works perfectly. Usually this is heard from elite. I ain't saying it works perfectly. Usually this is heard from elite. I ain't trying to play the victim, but it's a glitch in your system. Yeah, you heard it from the people. They don't see us as equal. I ain't trying to play the victim, but it's a glitch in your system. Yeah, you heard it from the people. They don't see us as equal. They say, oh, goodness. This is even consensual. Somebody they say, they should have known that I was going to I ain't trying to play the victim, but it's a glitch from the people. I ain't trying to play the victim, but it's a glitch in your system. Yeah, you heard it from the people. They don't see us as equal. I ain't saying it works perfectly. Usually, this is heard from a lead. They say it works perfectly. Usually, this is heard from a lead. If we all got the same vote, what's up with them electoral college vote? If we all got the same vote, what's up with them electoral college vote? If we all got the same vote, what's up with them electoral college vote? They say it works differently. Usually, this is heard from a lead. I ain't trying to play a victim, but it's a glitch in your system. Glitch in your system. I ain't trying to play a victim, but it's a glitch in your system. Yeah, you heard it from the people. They don't see us as equal. If we all got the same vote, what's up with them electoral college vote? If we all got the same vote, what's up with them electoral college vote? Oh, I got another one. I got one more. This other one. I think I'm gonna do the on poem. I think I'm gonna do the poem, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this one first. We rise, we fall together through it all. We rise, we fall together through it all. We rise, we fall together through it all. They try to label us and lock us in, diminishing our connection over differences again. But the game been rigged from beginning to end. Forced assimilation, been trying to blend, but in the capitalist society, it's more enemies than friends. Spiritually impoverished, how the people gon' win? With the overseer in the pulpit pointing out sin. Heard it like sheep wallow, reach, wallow in pig pens. Stacking poor people like casino chips, collecting them dividends. But the game ain't over. Third eye open, standing here sober on a four-leaf clover. Over, I got bars, but I ain't hover. Neither am I sitting on the sofa. Let life pass me by. I'm putting myself out there, co-creating a vibe. Growing the tribe, ready to be free of the hive. The ones that don't value our lives, even when we submit to the lies. If we want real democracy, we gotta cut the ties. Cut the ties. Oh, if we want real democracy, we gotta cut ties before this is hosting eyes. They try to label us and lock us in, diminishing our connection over difference of skin. They try to label us and lock us in, diminishing our connection over difference of skin. But we rise, we fall together through it all. We rise, we fall together through it. Join me in the circle together in the circle. Walk with me in this circle, circle of life, circle of life. Infinitely in this circle, here with me in this circle. Just be in this circle, circle of life, circle of life. Love me in this circle. Please, just be in this circle. We are free in this circle, circle of life. Whoa. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I can listen to that over and over and over again. That shit right there. That shit right there, nigga. That shit right there. That shit. Wait, hold on. That shit right there, nigga. I love all of these. I heard the originals and love the rawness. Oh, you heard the originals, right? So damn. You see, I am working on the baby. I am nurturing the baby. You know, the baby went in and was loved on again today. So I am taking care of the baby. Now, I haven't redone Clarity, but I am gonna do Clarity. Well, I don't know if I could do Clarity today. I'm gonna do the original Clarity because I don't have that version. But I want to do all of them today. So I'm gonna do the old Clarity. But I didn't re-record Clarity. I re-recorded all of them. Don't forget to click like, cause you know the algorithm be hating with me. And I'm gonna put my cash app down in the bottom for people who may come on who may feel so compelled to want to sew into the art. There's no pressure. Do not feel like you got to. But things get done. You know, we live in a matrix. Matrix calls. And if you want to make art, unfortunately, if you want people to hear it, now you can make all the art you want, but ain't nobody gonna see it because it costs money to be able to get it out there. That's the thing. Art is you can make art, but it doesn't matter how beautiful your art is if you're not connected to how your art is or how powerful your art is. If it's not in alignment with what mainstream is doing, or you don't have financial support behind you, then yeah, and my art is not in alignment with what mainstream is doing currently. You know, I think that mainstream is becoming more non-binary. It's becoming a more open space, but they're controlling what that space looks like. You know, non-binary is a thing, but non-binary typically looks like an Indian person. You know, and not Indian, American Indian, but overseas Indian. You know, when we think of non-binary, we think of people that are Arabian. You know, we think of like we think of the elect Wex. We think of is it Alok, or we think of um the being from sort of like we don't typically think of black indigenous people or you know ebony people as being non-binary and think of them as creating that space for wholeness. Like wholeness looks very Middle Eastern, you know, where and so I just feel like if your hair isn't like silky straight, um, getting your art out there to mainstream, you know, you have to some way and somehow be able to predominantly align yourself with colonialism or Europeanized customs. Yeah, but I know what to do. Yeah, no. Okay, man. All right, now, baby. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna use the. Is this the SIM card? Oh, Clarity is. And now we've come to the end of this deep space journey. Here we go. Echo. Sunshine and rain. Hey. Life's growing pain. It's clear to me. Thanks for clarity. Sunshine and rain. Hey, it's like life's growing pains. Oh, it's clear to me. Thanks for clarity.
Wait a minute, nah. I'm gonna do the rest of this acapella because it's about the words. This EP, it's about the words. A new door's opening. I
I
want
want
to
to
walk
walk
through.
through.
They
They
say
say
let
let
the
the
past
past
go,
go,
but
but
it's
it's
a
a
part
part
of
of
me
me
too.
being too.
I
Love
love
being
being happy,
happy, but
but I
I
appreciate
appreciate
them
them
blues.
blues.
Longing for my tribe, those who walked in similar shoes.
Shoes.
We all 3 parts water. Ain't that
That
good
good
news?
news.
For them, I'm ready to ride, no matter the shade
Shade
of
or
the
the
hue.
hue.
As long as
As
we
we
clear,
clear.
clear
Clear
like
like
the
the
morning
morning
dew.
dew.
So clear, I ain't gotta pursue,
Yes.
because we already near. I ain't gotta open up, because
Cause
we
we
already
already
here.
here.
With you, there's nothing to fear.
Yes.
We already know what's up,
Cause
because we
we
so
so
clear.
clear.
Sunshine
Sunshine
and
and
rain.
rain.
Hey,
Hey,
life's
life's
growing
growing
pains.
pains.
It's
It's
clear
clear
to
to
me.
me.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
clarity.
clarity.
Sunshine
Sunshine
and
and
rain.
rain.
Hey,
Hey, it's like
life's
life's
growing
growing
pains.
pains. Oh, it's
It's
clear to
clear to
me.
me.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for clarity.
clarity.
I created a persona that
One
helps
that
me
see
to
the
cope.
cope.
Praying for a different dream, one
One
that
that
builds
has
hope,
hope.
like a fish out of water. Sometimes
Sometimes
it
it
hurts
hurts
to
to
grow,
grow.
feeling stretched in so many ways I can't get with the flow.
Oh,
Carrying some heartaches I
I
don't
don't
want
wanna
to let
let
go.
go.
Hiding some deep feelings I'm
Afraid
afraid to
to
let
show.
show. Loving
Mm.
myself more, but
But
I
I
still
still
got a
got a
ways
ways
to
to
go.
go.
Grace for me with the things I
I
don't
don't
yet
yet
know.
know.
Compassion and patience, these
These
gifts
this
I
I
need
need
more.
more.
Thankful for the yeses
Yeses
and
and
the
the
no's.
no's.
Been waiting in some toxins, but I still
Still
got
got
my
my
glow.
glow.
So
So
when
when
it's
it's all
all
said
said
and
and done,
done, I
I
still
still
got
got my
my soul. Yes, thank you.
sunshine
Sunshine
and
and
rain.
rain. Oh, thank you.
It's
It's
like
like
life's
life's
growing
growing
pains.
pains.
It's
It's
clear
clear
to
to
me.
me.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
clarity.
clarity.
Sunshine
Sunshine
and
and
rain.
rain.
It's
It's
like
like
life's
life's
growing
growing
pains.
pain.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
clear
clear
to
to
me.
me.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
clarity.
clarity.
Deep space craft. Nation. And we out. Out.
Yeah,
Out.
yeah.
Out.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay. Yeah, it's on Facebook, all right. But this is so like this baby. I was getting ready to say project. I had to convict myself. This baby right here. Oh my goodness! Like this is it. You know, this is the baby. Like I am working on another baby, and this baby is going to be um one of the reasons why the weight loss is important to me is because I want to be able to play male characters. Um, I want to do a one person show. I've done a one woman show. Now I would like to do a one person show. I don't want to call it a one woman show or a one man show. I want it to be a one person show, and I want to be able to change into different characters, and I want to be able to, I want to write monologues for um, both those who identify with the construct of manhood, those who identify with the construct of womanhood, and but the first time I do it, I want to do a whole show of, you know, different men that I've encountered in this body. You know, somebody else could get the idea to tell this story, but you're not gonna tell the same stories I would tell because you haven't had my experiences, and so My stories are going to be based on my experience. You can't steal the idea because you can't steal my experiences. You could try. You could try. But it's still not going to be, that's what makes DNA so special, is because we all design differently, and we all are going to respond to situations differently because of how our DNA is set up. So you don't have, no one has my exact imprint, no one has my exact experiences. A lot of people, they have to steal from each other because they were never original to begin with. You lived your whole life copying someone else, and so your results were a carbon copy. You lived your life, you followed the sheep, you went in the same direction, you didn't do anything different, and that's why you get the same results. But when you're not afraid to step outside of your comfort zone and maybe draw some attention that you don't know how to deal with at first, um, but you get this opportunity to have these experiences that teach you in a way that you could not have been taught had you not been so bold to go through that, had you not been so bold to experience that. And so my experiences and my journey, these are my babies, these are my children. The art that I put out, the art that I share, the things that I express, only only I could produce that. And it's the same way with everyone else. When you come together and you choose to create with another person, that has the potential to impact, shape, inspire, motivate, nurture, cultivate the world, not just society, but the world, the universe. It has so much more impact, and we don't realize the impact because we so busy doing business with people that we trust and calling our offspring intellectual property. This is your offspring. This is what came from you. This sprung off of you. This is your seed. This is your eggs property. No. And that's how we got. That's that was the flaw. When we started looking at our experiences, our lived experience, put into action, expressed, developed, nurtured, and put out into the world to become its own thing, to take on its own form. Like when you start nonprofits, when you start these businesses, anything that you start and create, once you put it out into the universe, it takes its own form. It becomes, when Beyonce puts out a song, we don't know what dance trend is about to. We don't know who about to make it over into. We don't know. It takes on another form because this is not intellectual property. It's our offspring. It's the things that come off of us, and that is birthing something. And we have begun to see birthing as such a commodified thing that we have begun to devalue it. We've begun to commercialize it so much that we don't give it the value, the honor, the appreciation, and the respect that it does. And when you see people actually doing this, y'all call them narcissists. Y'all say they're trying to manipulate people. Y'all call them selfish instead of understanding that that's literally how much they love what they created and how much they're invested in expanding that message to people. And because we have so many people out here with messages that are surface level and shallow, and don't get me wrong, it's a place for all that. It's a place for Pound Town, pussy hole pink, booty hole brown. It's a place for all of that. But that should never be the foundation of it all. That should never be like the grounding force. That's all I'm saying. That should never be what we're centered in. It can be one of the limbs on the tree. it just it just shouldn't be centering us. Like we should not be centered in Percocet, Miley Percocet, Ayo, gotta chase the bitch. Like we shouldn't be centered in that. I'm just saying we should be rooted in that. As I said, it can't be one of the branches on the tree. Okay. And I think that's what my art is about. It's not about trying to compete with what's out there, but it's trying to have something that centers me so that when I do decide that I want to catch a wild, I want to shake, I want to, you know, make me pop off. Like when I want to give that energy, I'm not rooted in that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not where I need to be rooted. And that's important to me. So, that's what I'm working on is um and I remember like right before the pandemic, when I started making music all the time, it became important to me because I literally couldn't find anything that was feeding me enough. Like music was okay, but I wasn't growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying. When something stops growing, it's dying. So when I realized that I wasn't growing anymore, I started to feel this overwhelming feeling of I was dying. Like I started to feel suffocated. And that was what prompted me to start making music. That was what prompted me to start, shrouding myself in my own art, is because I needed these messages. I needed these messages arranged in the way that my DNA arranges them, because music is messages. And my journey has allowed me to arrange messages in a way that is healing for me. That does something for me spiritually, that does something for me emotionally, that does something for me intellectually. That it does so much for my soul, and it gives me what I need to not only endure but to thrive. So, my music is more about what I'm rooted in. But again, at the end of the day, I'm still finna go to the club, and you still about to see me throwing that ass in a circle. You still about to see me listening to on before anyone else. I'm selfish. Gotta have it to myself. That's bait. Post it on the gram. I'ma leave a comment to let you know who I am. I'm bait, bitch. Bitch, I'm still gonna give you all that. I'm still gonna give you hot sizzle. I'm still gonna give you that. It's still gonna be a nasty old bounce, a nasty old twerk, a nasty old twirl, because the black indigenous has the capacity to hold all things. So I'm gonna be all of the things, but it's about being rooted. I run to your music. It gives me life. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your art. I'm excited for new things. I am excited too. I'm definitely excited too. Like, I'm excited for this new chapter. Um, I am moving back to Louisiana soon. So, I'm handling some things up here in New York. I don't know if I'm going to be able to give up this health care. I love my health care. I love my doctor. We just gonna have to work this out, chill. We gonna have to work this out. I don't know. I want to get a nonprofit, but part of me is like, do I? Like, it's like, there's things that I got on the horizon that I'm trying to do. And I'm like, do I want to get involved in that rat race? Like, do I want to be in it like that? Or do I just want to be free and just, because I love making art and I've had some success. We had one of our songs did 213,000 streams. If we could punch through the algorithm like that again, and get old million, then that could open doors for the rest of the music. So, I feel like I should just keep putting out the art, keep doing what feels good, and I feel like the times are finally becoming ready for the messages. Because as you saw, one of the songs is really confronting um, toxic masculinity. What like this masculinity that is immature and refuses to evolve. That's what Jester Boy is about. Anybody can be Jester Boy. And what I like is, even though I'm saying Jester Boy, like Jester boy, even though I'm saying Jester Boy, it sounds like I'm saying just a boy, but I'm literally saying Jester Boy, which is like a court jester, someone who was a being who was designed to amuse the king. And so that one's called Jester Boy. And there are so many, in a patriarchal society, there are so many who could fit into that clown boy, that joke boy, that boy that is immature, wants to run things, wants to be in control simply because he has a dick and he identifies with the construct of manhood, but he really isn't doing any of the mental, emotional, or spiritual work to elevate himself to be able to earn all of that respect he simply wants, simply because he has a Johnson and balls and he identifies with manhood. So Jester Boy is really, it speaks to a lot of fuckboy shit. Um, Glitch in the System, it talks a lot about it's simple. It it's a look at the political situation, and it asks the simplest question. It's like, if we all got the same vote, then what's up with them electoral college folk? Like, I'm not trying to play the victim, but it's a glitch in your system. You know, like, it's a very simple song, very simple song that asks very important questions. And Together in the Circle is just so spiritual because it's like, it's not about division, it's not about being separate as human beings, it's not about being separate as a race. It's about like how they try, like one line says, they try to label us and lock us in, diminishing our connection over difference of skin, or diminishing our connection on the basis of skin. In a capitalist society, it's more enemies than friends. Spiritually impoverished, how the people gonna win? Overseers in the pulpit pointing out sin, while the sleep getting herded like sheep, while the rich wallow in pig pens, stacking poor people like Cocina chips, collecting them dividends. But the game ain't over. Third eye open, standing here sober on a four-leaf clover. I'm a lucky bitch. I'm ready to Nova. I got bars, but I'm not Hova. Come on now. Come on now. Then I said, neither am I sitting on the sofa, letting life pass me by. I'm putting myself out there, co creating the tribe, co creating a vibe, growing the tribe, freeing us from the hive, the ones that don't value our lives, even when we submit to the lies. The ones that don't value our lives, even when we submit to the lies. Then I say, if we want real democracy, we gotta cut the ties. We gotta cut the ties before this is hope's demise. That's the truth from the beginning to the end of the song. It's the truth. Like, we have to do the work of cutting the tithes. We cannot continue to look at things the way that we have looked at things. We cannot continue to approach things the way that we have approached things if we want different results. We cannot continue to do that. And that's what this project about. Clarity is is about growth. It's about maturity. It's about growth. It's about understanding that if we're clear with each other, like I could still be this color, you could be this color, or you could be some color in between. Just because we're not all the same complexion, that doesn't mean we can't be clear with each other. And my your level of clarity shouldn't look different from my level of clarity because we're different skin complexions. Sometimes in society, some people feel like, and this is a deeply rooted thing that we don't investigate as a people. A lot of times, as darker skinned people, we feel that we owe more information for other people to feel safe. So when we come into a space that is not predominantly people who look like this, we feel like we have to be more vulnerable or more transparent so that we're not perceived as a threat in the space. And then a lot of times when we don't look like that, we feel like it's okay not to say anything because, bitch, you seen me before, bitch, you know me, I look familiar, bitch, you should feel comfortable. So I don't really have to explain all this shit to you. You'll be all right. But that's not clarity. Like, we have to be around people that we feel comfortable enough to be clear with, regardless as to how we show up in a space. I still need to trust you enough. I still need to appreciate you enough. See, motherfuckers be talking about respect, but respect can be something that you could get through fear. You respect your mama as a child because she beat that ass. But I would rather you value me, I would rather you appreciate me, and I would rather you understand me. That's something that happened with my God goddess son yesterday. I don't want anyone to think that I want to see a child go through what I went through as a trans person. My I don't want beings who were born with penises to grow up and get breasts and get sex changes and take hormones if that's not what's in them to do on their own. I don't want them to do it because I inspired them to do it. I don't need them to do it. But what I do need you to do is to understand who I am. I need you to sincerely, with your whole heart, understand who I am and not try to diminish my experience or diminish my journey or belittle my journey in the process. You do not have to start taking hormones. You do not have to grow titties. You do not have to get a pussy. You do not have to identify as trans. You do not have to even identify as non binary. You can identify however you want to identify. You could believe in whatever you want to believe in. You could see yourself however you want to see yourself. I don't need you to become trans or gender nonconforming or take hormones or get surgeries. I just need for you to understand. I need for you not to disrespect me and play in my face and belittle me. I need for you to have that much spiritual awareness, that much emotional intelligence, that much understanding. That's it. You don't have to, I don't have to, I don't have to be Caucasian to have empathy and understanding for Caucasian people. I don't have to be I don't have to be a person who is homeless to understand or have empathy and compassion for people who are homeless. I don't have to be I don't have to have your exact experiences to understand or understand or empathize with what you're going through. And that is a miscommunication in society. People walk around here like they have to be you in order to connect with you or to understand you and feel you. No, you don't have to go out like that's not what we're saying. That's not the agenda. Everybody don't need to be fucking trans. Everybody don't need to be gender non-binary. Everybody don't need to be queer. We perfectly fine without any new people coming to the club. We perfectly fine without. Hey Kay, hey Fox. We perfectly fine without any new people coming to the club. But at least have some respect, just some thoughtfulness, some understanding, some compassion. That's it. And we good. And make it sincere and make it authentic. But I gotta get off this live because my doctor's appointment. I mean, I got a second doctor's appointment. It's a video chat though. I ain't gotta leave to go to it. Don't do not come on here being disrespectful, right? Oh, you was in the comment section reading, girl. Hey, mom. I know it's fave, girl. I know who you is, girl. Hey, mom, Timon. Well, chill, let me get ready to get off this live. All right, mom. All right, mom. Down. Down, mom. Let me stop. Anyway, y'all go ahead and comment and make sure you click like. Make sure you click that like button because you know how the algorithm be with your sister, be tripping. With your Brits, your brothers and sister down. I'm so into you this weekend, child. Oh, okay, thank you, baby. But yeah, make sure you click that like button and all of that good stuff. Okay, we love you, Big Tila, aka Kaneen, the real mafia. Down, clicking out. Thank you, May May. So sweet, baby. So let me light me a candle, cause you know I likes to light a candle. I'm just so happy to be in the space where I'm not around here just entertaining all the shenanigans. That's right, purple ones. Down. Period. Whole ones. Say that. The purple ones. That's what it is. Say that for the people in the back row. Tell them we purple, baby. We purple, baby. Baby, we purple. Baby, we black on the baby, we black on the weekdays, baby, but we purple forever, baby. We purple for eternity, baby. We black in this matrix, baby, but we purple for eternity, baby. Period. Down. Down, mo. Down. Let me stop. Girl, wait a minute. Girl, where's the lighter at? We black in this matrix, baby. But we purple forever, baby. We purple for eternity, baby. Baby, we purple in the spirit world, baby. We purple on the spiritual plane, baby. We happy. Baby, we black in society, baby. Baby, we these colors, these made up colors, honey. I'd be so glad when I start to see when we start to see our purple Caucasians, when we start to see our purple Asians, you know, our purple Dominicans, our purple Puerto Ricans, baby. I just want all of us to be purple. Like I just want purple from all of the groups, baby. But you know, this melanin, baby, whether it's light melanin or dark melanin, we always have to be the foundation for everything, huh, girl? This melanin got to this black melanin, baby. Black folks got to come together and start off everything, huh? Then the children won't come take it and make it look totally different, yeah. Then they won't come take it and do something totally different with it. Baby, that's not what we was doing over here. Why is y'all playing? Look. Oh, you see my daughter? Yes, my daughter. You see my daughter? I'm at my daughter's house. You know she a Leo like you. Look, purple. The purple one. Come on, the purple one. The purple one. The purple one. Oh yes, the purple one. Purple ones. The purple ones. The purple. The purple ones. Yes, the purple ones. The purple ones. Yes, the purple. Look, she behind me. Look at the purple one. Yes, purple one. Yes, purple one. Come on, baby. That's the spiritual avatar, baby. That's the spiritual avatar. You know how America got the Statue of Liberty? Well, baby, that's the purple one. That's Layla Statue of Liberty. Baby, that's our purple one, baby. That's our purple one, baby. But let me do this candle. So this candle represents the past, the present, and the future. It's three candles burning. As I blow out this candle on the physical plane, it grows with intensity on the spiritual plane, preparing us for times that are now. A man, a woman, Laylim Layler, past, present, and future. Thank you, ancestors. Hey, mother, father. Hey, purple one. Yes, honey. All right, love you, babies. Talk to y'all soon. Thank you for coming on and spending time with me.